So you decided that Pokemon card investing is right for you. Now, there's two different ways that you can go about doing it. You could either go to the singles route, where you can just collect single Pokemon cards, or you can decide to collect sealed products, where you buy a certain product and you just kind of keep it sealed and you don't open it and you sell it later. Now, there's some good and bad to both the singles and sealed product way, and I'll go over kind of both of them, and we'll start with the singles. So when it comes to singles, one really cool thing you can do is kind of it's easy to display, and you can really showcase each and individual card and the beauty of all of them. It makes it really easy. You can even have them, sitting on the little tripods, have them, display just like in a row. You could even have them framed. I've seen some like that. Um, Another really, really good thing, and this is a huge plus to singles cards, is just how easy they are to store. You could just have a simple tin like this. A tin, just this small, can house just, I mean, 10 to 20 cards. It's just super. All of these cards fit in one tin. And you could even just a few tins and you can have your collection nice and sealed away. Another potential plus for the singles market is that it has the potential to really jump in price really fast. And we'll use something like the Machamp V from Astral Radiance, okay? So around release, the card was going for $40. This is just an example. I don't know the exact numbers, but it was $40, $50. All of a sudden, I think a few weeks later, it's selling for over $100, and it's been consistently like that. So there is that opportunity that you could get a card that just so happens everyone really likes and maybe underestimated, and it shoots up, and you could just make a whole bunch of money. Now, one of the biggest and probably most overlooked thing about singles cards and why it might be better to invest in singles is that it's so much easier to actually complete a transaction once it comes down to selling the card. All you have to do is have an envelope, a penny sleeve, and probably a hard case to cover it, especially if it's a more expensive card, and then a tracking label. And that's really all you need. So when it comes down to shipping, getting it out is really pretty easy. Now, probably the biggest downfall to collecting singles is just how volatile it can be price-wise. And just how easy that Machamp went from, 110% return, you could easily lose that same amount of money. It's really simple. Just look at pre-order prices for any card. I mean, the Charizards from the UPC collection, those were going for over $100, and they're now $20 a piece. I mean, if you bought those boy, did you lose a lot of money. And the chances of those going back up are probably pretty slim with just how many are out there. And that's a risk you run collecting singles. You never know what's going to be popular, what people are going to really like. And you never know if you're buying in at the right time. So that's the deal with singles cards, okay? Now let's go over the sealed product. Sealed product has, in my opinion, more of an appeal. And the biggest reason for that is because sealed product pretty much always will go up eventually. If not quickly, eventually. Even like really crappy sets like Crimson Invasion, if you bought it for, what boxes are going for now for $100, it's $160. It went up. Is it pretty? Is it a lot? No. But at the end of the day, you just want a return. Something that will make you money. And sealed product just goes up. It does. If you could name something over the past that was released 5 years ago that is not up, I'd be amazed. And that's a huge plus for me, is knowing that no matter what you buy, it will increase in price. Even the theme decks, stuff that people will sell for half price on release, it'll go up. Maybe not by a lot, but it'll go up. And along with the sureness of price going up, I think that sealed product is so much better to display. It's just so much nicer. You have this nice variety of different kinds of products that you can arrange in a certain way, and it looks really nice. It looks so much nicer. Now let's get to the bad. So while it looks great when you display it, it space adds up really quick. You know, if you see I have all this stuff on the bookshelf behind me and it looks really nice, that is just the stuff I decide to display. There is so much other stuff. I have, let's see, I have 4 bins extra of product that is just sitting there with booster boxes, some ETBs, some other kind of specialty products. But it adds up quick, and if you don't have the space for it, all of a sudden you're gonna have a spare closet just full of Pokemon products. And I'm telling you, after years, this is just for me after about a year and a half. Imagine like 10 years, you're not gonna have space, and that's a huge problem for a lot of people. Is you have to have the space to hold all this stuff. And going off of the size of the products, you also eventually, when you go to sell them, have to get them out. And selling one card, like I said, super easy envelope, just a tracking label. You have to start shipping boxes now. And not only do you need to provide shipping, you got to go buy boxes, and you have to sit there and package it properly to keep it safe. You know, shipping could cost you anywhere 10 to 20 bucks just to ship your product. And God forbid something happens and UPS and FedEx messes it up and you're liable for that. And that's a headache that some people may not want to have to deal with. So when it comes to which should you do, I personally do both. I have a collection of singles cards like I showed you, and I personally collect them by opening pack, so I have my collection of those as well. But I liked the sure gain of sealed product, and I have the room to keep them, so I do. So I have both, just to kind of, have either or. Um, but it's up to you to decide. Do you want to take the chance on singles cards, or do you want to have sealed product that will go up in the future? Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe.